What's up, YouTube? It's your boy KrazyBananana here. Got many of the conversation using but KrazyBananana's the one. And we're playing Injustice, and I'm with my boy Deadpool here.
Yeah, Deadpool's just the PlayStation name. It's Twitch and YouTube. It's Mortis Forsaken.
You're like I'm not really Deadpool.
Prove you're a god.
I'm not the real Deadpool.
I'll show you no mercy.
No, I've been. No, it's funny because like the original name that I had for PlayStation was taken by somebody else.
What was it?
It's like my Mortis Forsaken. It was my very first PlayStation account. I had it since PlayStation 2.
So it was taken by you.
No, once PlayStation 3 hit, those old accounts got wiped, so you got to remake it. Only problem is I had some random hacker, I pissed him off or something, and took my account from me, changed password, did a bunch of stupid shit, and actually got it banned, so it's no longer existent. But that was my old shit for like D&D, most RPGs and shit. That's always been my name, so I might as well stick with it, right?
Yeah. That's like your YouTube and stuff like that, your Twitch?
YouTube, Twitch, even Steam, like...
What's Steam?
Online gaming, computer-based gaming.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I like Steam better than most. Unfortunately, a lot of my games are on PlayStation. But you have more fun with the mods on it. And like Skyrim, like, oh shit, the stuff I have on that. Like, I run around with a giant head all day, and it's just funny.
Get lost, Canary.
Hey,
Don't get testy, Junior.
there's 3 Robins, right? Like, there's 3 different Robins, right?
4.
4?
Yes.
I only
Dick
know
Grayson.
yeah, that's the only one I know, Dick Grayson.
The one you're playing on as in Injustice, that's Damien. That's Batman's like.
Actually, I know Damien too. I actually have a comic. Oh, it's like son of
Son of the Batman.
Batman. Yeah.
Batman,
It's Damien something, son of Batman.
Yeah, you got the first one was Dick Grayson, of course, ended up being Nightwing. Then you got Jason Todd, my personal favorite. Dies, comes back, becomes Red Hood. You got Tim Drake, which is technically the Prodigy's child. He was the only one that could keep up with Batman's mind and skill. And that's why he was Batman's favorite, and then we had Damien that came later. But each one of them had weird ways that they either died or became
Were they all
something
Boy
else.
Wonder, or were they like?
Well, it depends what you're talking about with Boy Wonder. If you're talking about like the old 70s.
The little
fucking
kid. Who was the little
Adam
kid?
West.
The little kid that used to like the
Like Hugh Logan's
12-year-old.
Batman? That was Dick Grayson. That was the original form of Dick Grayson.
Okay, that's who I wanna. I would love to see him in either the game or like. Come on, tell me, you gotta tell me that wouldn't be tough to like play like a little kid like that.
Well, especially in the Injustice universe, like even Red Robin is, God, he'd be like 18 to 20, I think, in the series right now.
Dick trusted
Because
me, but you
Damien-
never will.
Trust is
Fucking
earned.
Damien's 20, that'd make Red
How long will
Robin
that take?
18.
Begin.
'Cause I think Damien's older than Red Robin by a little bit. But like, yeah, like.
Do they have
all
any
their
comics of them
success.
fighting, like the Robins like fighting?
Damien and Nightwing used to spar a lot, and Nightwing used to make a lot of jokes with them about being the bloodthirsty heir. Which is iconically how Nightwing died, is after like they got in a fight with a room full of people. Nightwing always is on point, so Damien would always throw his sticks at him, he'd catch him, everything was fine. Damien threw the sticks this time, it hit him in the head, knocked him out, fell onto a fucking rock and broke his neck. So Damien killed Nightwing on accident. And that's why in Injustice, the very first Injustice,
He says,
Damien is-
I cared. That's why Batman says some shit like he was my son, right? Or yeah, I
Dick
remember
Grayson was
that.
his first physically adopted.
That's where that's
measure up.
when Gorilla Grodd was in the back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I noticed that a few of the
Oh.
characters that were in the back are now like here, like in the Injustice 2. It was Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, I
It was,
mean,
who else was it? It was Ant-Man. Ant-Man was in the, I'm not Ant. Whoa. Ant-Man.
Adam.
Adam. Yeah, Adam was in the back, and I think he's gonna be here now, right? Cause that the little thing. That's Adam, right?
That's the only one I could think it would be. I mean,
I mean, like, yeah. Who else is like tiny? Like that. That was like super. It wasn't obvious,
yeah, it was.
You know
but
what
it
I
was
had to
like
listen to every
okay,
day in
like
jail?
if you
The
put
weak
logic
angel
together,
on your
yeah.
shoulder?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a
You
huge Easter
arguing
egg,
with
like
that
very
stupid
huge Easter egg.
Can you imagine if they're like all not what they like? Everybody's different, completely different. Like there's no Manta or anything like that. Like they just trolled
I
them.
don't think they would do that because if they were to pull Manta now, there would be a lot of people upset about it. Like if they pulled Red Hood,
Well, they can't pull Red Hood, but or Starfire, but
or Sub-Zero, they've already
yeah,
announced it.
they've already confirmed those, but like they
Like, if
could
they
pull
were to do
Manta
that-
if they wanted to. Like I mean,
if they pulled Red Hood, I would quit the game. That was the only
That's
reason I
serious?
picked this game up. Yeah, that was the only reason I picked up this one. Like, yes, I want it, but I wouldn't have even joined the competition to try to win a copy if it wasn't for Red Hood.
I saw Red Hood. I wasn't that happy about Red Hood, to be honest. Like everybody's so excited. Everybody was like really excited about. Everybody was really excited about Red Hood, but I wasn't that hype. Like I don't see what's to like that much about Red Hood. Red Hood reminds me so much of the Deadshot in the other game, the White Deadshot.
Okay. Well, see, that's what you gotta take into really consideration, though. You have to understand the four different phases of Robin that Batman went through. He had the gymnast, the acrobat, Dick Grayson, was able to match him on any physical, like, match on everything, like athletics, scaling, jumping, fighting. He was able to pick it all up.
Caught me.
Jason Todd was
I
the
am
soldier.
cosplaying.
He was the
You have poor
only
taste in heroes.
Robin that was able to watch a technique be done and can mimic it flawlessly, even if the technique wasn't done correctly the first time. Like, he watched Talia al Ghul, Raj's daughter, do this, like, I think it's like a 5-hit heart explosion thing, some bullshit, and she made a mistake and did it wrong and fucked her hand up. Jason Todd, like, not even 10 minutes later, does the same move correctly, never learning how to do it, only seeing it being done within that 10 minutes, and was able to master it with the snap of a finger.
So he's just a fucking beast. Like he's like a mimic though. Is it like, or is like does he have his own type of like fighting skill, or like does he just mimic? Because in that case, Batman could really like he's no issue at all.
He is an issue. The reason why he was the most efficient, like, have you seen any of the animated movies like Under the Red Hood, or have you even played Arkham Knight?
I played Arkham City. I didn't play anything else.
Play Arkham Knight. You'll get a better understanding.
Actually,
of
I
why
played a
Jason
little bit of
Todd is-
Arkham Knight. I didn't finish the game, but I played a little bit. That I never got to beat it.
It's funny because he calls out, like, depending on how hard you put the game, if you put it on like really hard, he calls out on shit. He's like, yeah, I would check up in the top right corner of the building. If I was to come in at an entrance, that's where I would come in. Y'all left that whole place empty. It's like, wait. And like the whole game he was doing this, and once it got to a certain point, he said something, and it clicked in my head that Arkham Knight was Red Hood. It was just one thing that he said, because he never called Batman Batman. He always called him Bruce. Every time it was just him, those two together, he never called him Batman. He always called him Bruce.
If that's true,
Whoa.
you're not going anywhere.
Don't they all?
No,
They all call him Bats and Batman?
in costume, yes. Jason Todd was one of the only Robins that didn't. Damian calls him Bruce if they're out of costume. Or he'll make some snarky comment about, you know, my whatever dad or whatever, you know, stupid shit like that. But, I don't know, it's random bullshit.
What's your favorite? Other than, of course, Red Hood, because I mean, I don't know. Out of all the Robins, like I said, I like Boy Wonder the most, just because he was like the goody two shoes and like I don't know, the one that doesn't fuck up.
He's only a goody two shoes in the era.
My legend will
Like,
I know,
if you look at
but I
Grayson,
enjoy, and that's the one from Teen Titans too, right?
No,
No.
no. The one from Teen Titans is Tim Drake. The big giveaway is his weapon. Because each one uses a different weapon.
His weapon was a staff, right?
Exactly.
Robin wins.
How did you know Nightwing has the Nightsticks?
Oh, so that's
his.
Nightwing, right?
That's who Dick Grayson is. That's the first Robin.
Oh,
Every
okay.
Robin became something else.
That's cool.
Yeah. I just.
But
like
they were
the
all
backstories.
Robin. They were all like Boy Wonders at one point, right?
Another bat drone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they all got picked up at different ages.
I'll pin the reply
Dick
to the
Grayson in the
Begin.
original was picked up at like 10 or 12 and trained for like 4 or 5 years before he even put on the suit and went out, you know? Jason Todd, he was a troubled youth. Dad was always constantly in and out of jail, and when he was out of jail, he was always beating him and stuff like that. And Jason always had this trust issue with things and stuff like that. So when Batman came around,
He was like
Batman
his ACS.
You're out of options.
well, yeah, like every time he came around, he's like, yeah, fuck that, you know, I'm on my own thing, I'm doing my own thing, whatever. And it wasn't until like a big ordeal happened that he was just like, you know what? All right, I'll help out, I'll join, I'll do what you need to do.
So he,
And that's why
so he had the
missed
Harley
something.
Quinn attitude, and it kind of what happened in Injustice, where he took over Harley Quinn because he was like a bad person could be a good person, or like
Well,
like
it wasn't even that. It was Batman looked at or tried to take him in
Quit
as the
embarrassing
point
yourself.
of taking the frustration, help him work through it, give him a way to release it, training and stuff, teach him to control what he has. Jason Todd could have been the best Robin. He could have been.
Robin wins.
I
But
think he
didn't
is.
think with his head. He didn't think with his head until after he died.
Like he
after
might not,
Joker
he might
closed
not be
him.
the strongest, or he might not been the smartest, but I think he was the best.
Well, see, it's all about stature, though. In Batman's whole outlook, he needs someone that can handle himself in a fight, but not overlook a detail. Jason Todd would overlook details like crazy. Jason Todd almost killed under Batman's watch. He even argued with Batman
just
why
can't take you
are we just
seriously.
locking him up? We could just kill him and it would be done with. And that's when
That's usually
Jason
my
Todd
line.
started filtering
Begin.
away. And then Joker got a hold of him, held him for 2 months, showed him that Batman had a new Robin, he was forgotten.
You as a person, whose side are you on? Are you on the no kill side, or are you on the like shit, like motherfuckers should die if they like if they kill a lot of, like Joker? Come on, dude. Like, what do you think?
Oh, it would all depend on the situation.
Like, if you were
now.
Batman and you had, it was your mind and Batman's abilities, would you let him live, or any of them
Yeah,
live?
yeah, I would, but I would do it under my own pretense. The reason why I would let him live is, as Batman completely announces, no one should be able to take another person's life, right? Which is completely loyal and true. We didn't make us. We can't. We didn't bring us into the world. We can't take ourselves out.
Oh man,
Which
I feel like I if I was Batman and if I was in Batman's shoes, and I had the chance to kill somebody, come on, look at all the shit that Joker put him through. Even the not so bad supervillains like Mr. Freeze,
have to have
you know
a
what I'm
line.
saying? Like, you kill a lot of innocent people,
It's
and
a
to
fine line
kill,
between hero and villain.
but to kill
It's a very
one
fine line
villain,
between hero and villain.
but to kill one villain to save a lot, it's like what Superman did when he killed Zod.
Well, all right. Yeah, but he didn't want to. He had no
But
choice.
even if he didn't want to, he could have let him kill them, and then been like, yeah, but I didn't
He's not gonna
kill.
let an innocent die.
But
He's not gonna let an innocent die.
exactly. But by letting them live is letting innocent die at the same time, because they kill. They have no morals. You know what I'm saying?
The problem with that is instead of giving Joker to a better facility, he gave him to Arkham. Arkham was stupid henchman too. Joker was born and created in Arkham. Like his madness after he got pulled out of the pits, that fluid, and became the madman that he is. Once he went to Arkham, he was like that turned him out to be the creature that he is.
And he funds for Arkham, right?
Arkham is actually one of the buildings that his father helped build and ran at back when his father was alive.
So he's like he funds for Arkham, right? Like he supports Arkham. So he would assume that that Arkham is under good hands because of all the money he puts into it, right?
Well, yeah, and see the beautiful thing is like if he was really smart about it, he would have gave him to Argos. Argos would have took him in a heartbeat. The Suicide Squad would have been created much sooner, but they didn't. He kept on returning him to Argos.
Suicide Squad with the Joker?
I'm saying Argos is the one that runs the Suicide Squad.
The black lady, right?
Yeah. Wanda. What's her fucking last name? I can't remember her last name, but Wanda something. Like she could have locked him up in ways that he couldn't have got out. But see, it wouldn't play right to the story because Harley was too crazy to be a psychiatrist for Argos.
But yo, that's even more insane. Yo, you saw Suicide. Of course you saw Suicide Squad. Anyway,
Prepare to be amazed.
you were disappointed?
Yeah, I found a few flaws, and they're trying to
like non-facts.
Not just non-facts. They're playing an offset version of a story that they did in like an off comic. I don't remember the name of the series, but if you look at the Robin costume, which is Tim Drake's costume in the movie, where it says "ha ha ha" the Joker thing.
The pain isn't over yet.
You might cut out, bro. I'm pretty sure you're still there, but your mic
Quote that they mentioned in it, and
your mic went out. Your mic went out.
yeah, I know. I realized it. My controller turned off for a second. No, but the whole build up for it is the reason that this Joker, like this
Robin wins.
design of Joker, is the way that he is. The damaged tattoo on his forehead, the haha tattoos on his arm, and all the random tattoos and stuff. If you match that Joker to the Robin costume, there's a lot of similarities. That in one of the off branches, I think it might have been Batman Beyond. Tim Drake was hit with some type of nano machine or nanotechnology that was made by Argos that could copy someone's structural build and replicate it. But that was in the future in what was like 2025 that Batman Beyond took off. But in this one, how they're making it look like and how everything is shown so far playing out, it looks like by the end of this, we might find out that Joker is actually Red Robin, Tim Drake. Like, just how everything is showing up as is. Or from what was it, Batman vs Superman? No, it was a Suicide Squad. It was a Suicide Squad.
I don't remember anything with Robin though in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, it's when Batman does the run, does a chase towards
He does
Harley
two.
and-
He does two things. Batman's in that movie twice. He's in the movie once with Deadshot, and once when they're on top of the car and she shoots and she's shooting him. and he punches her. He's in through like 3 scenes
Robin wins.
because they had the
there's one
underwater
that
scene.
has him in the Batcave.
On top of it, they have on the back cave.
There's one that he's in the Batcave. Oh no, that could have actually been Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, that's probably Batman versus Superman. I haven't seen Batman versus Superman actually. I
It's
kept
all the
falling
same.
asleep. Like
It's
I
in
have
the
a
same
fire stick.
universe. Like that's why they're building all these movies around each other right now, because they're about to form the Justice League and shit. But all those movies tie together right now.
You're at the top of my list.
It's like what they were doing with the Avengers, right?
My kill list, Quinn.
Yes. I was hoping for better out of fucking DC. DC has never done a really good.
You know, but they keep up. Like they don't fuck. Like all right, DC did better than Marvel in a lot of ways. Like
God,
the X-Men.
X-Men's Marvel.
X-Men fucked up big time. Oh man, dude, it's so hilarious. Huh?
They would have stuck with the original plotline instead of doing like Futures Past.
No, but they
Origins.
needed to do Futures Past. You know why? Because they fucked up during Origins. They made it so
Origins is when they started.
yeah. So in order to make a like legit Deadpool, they had to fix what they did in Origins because they made him ridiculous. So now I think like
Well, the misconception with that is they're not trying to call him Deadpool. They never called him Deadpool. They always called him Weapon X.
but now he calls himself Deadpool.
No, this one he named himself. That's how he did in the comic.
And that's good. That's good because they fixed it. Like they fixed. What I'm saying is that they wouldn't have been able to do that if they would have had this Days of Future Past because it would have made sense. But now it makes sense because it's a whole nother storyline. It's like a brand new storyline that they've
You're completely overlooking the most easiest fact of the whole Marvel and DC universe. Multiverse. What doesn't happen in one can happen in another. That's all they're playing off of. That's why the stories can change so dramatically. Look at all the Batman movies.
They don't have multiverse in DC, right? Or do they?
Dude, you play the multiverse in the fucking
I just had a
in
great
the game.
idea.
Oh yeah,
Then you go and
Injustice.
fight those other heroes.
But I'm saying like other than Injustice,
No.
like
I'm gonna shoot
DC
you.
usually like they really have like one strict story, right? Like one strict
They go
storyline.
from planet 5, what is it? The standard one's like 521. Jump from 521, they go to 3.
Oh, like 52 Flash. Okay, now I see what you're saying.
There you go.
All right, so like 52 Flash was like 52, the universe 52.
No, 52 Flash is actually like the one of the old comics that did it. But there are multiple Flashes. Like if you've watched the Flash TV show, you will see that in the multiverse, his dad was actually the Flash of another universe. His girlfriend's brother was a Flash of another universe. Like, it's all about situation. One small sneeze can change the whole spectrum. And that's what DC plays off of. So anytime they start up a new 3 trilogy of fucking Batman, or the next time they open up another trilogy of Superman, they're using the multiverse theory to be like, okay.
So they're
this
like,
is our
okay, we
start.
can fuck up and it's okay. In other words, that's all right. That sucks. I wish. Do they have like a legit story, like an actual one that's not like multiverse, like one that mostly everyone follows?
No, because like, especially with DC, they revamp their series. I think it's like every 10 to 20 years,
Robin wins.
or something like that. Because I mean, I have some old fucking Red Hood comics, but they just released, or they've already released and had out for a while the new 52, which is better art, somewhat slightly different story. It's just basically a revamp.
And another thing, when did Godspeed come out? Like when?
What do you mean Godspeed?
Like when did Godspeed? When was he released? Cause I just now heard of him, like when Injustice 2
You're
came out.
insane, Ivy.
And
It's an
like
insane
that's been
world.
confusing me for a long time. Like, is he a new character, like a
The
new
world's better
speedster
off
that they
without
brought
you.
through, or is he just an old speedster that got a little bit famous? after you were allowed to put your outfit in gold.
Wait, are you talking about like a costume skin?
No, I'm saying like there's if you look up Godspeed on Google, you can see it right now. It's like it's the Flash, but he's like yellow or he's different. I don't know if it's a different character. I don't know much about Godspeed at all, but I just know like is he like is he a new character or has he been out for a while?
You're out of options.
Like, do they release new characters still or like no? Like, do they still do that shit?
Give me a second. I'm trying to. I'm now seeing what he looks like. I've never seen the comic before.
Oh, so it's old. So it is old.
Yeah, he looks like a white version of Zoom, which is kind of weird.
Who's Zoom?
Zoom is a Flash from another world. He's all in dark armor. He looks like a demon. It ended up being a Flash that was messing with some chemicals to
Robin wins.
increase the speed force within himself, and what it ended up doing was burning him really, really hot, and his lightning turned from yellow to blue, which means lightning is dying in the speed force. And as the blue starts getting dimmer, you start to lose your powers.
Damn, I want to kind of see how he looks.
I mean, he looks like the Flash, but he's
Wait,
in
was he
fucking
he's blue, right?
Godspeed is white and gold.
But Zoom is like blue, is he? Like,
Zoom is black.
I got a prediction.
what color is his speed?
In 30 seconds, you'll be out cold.
Yellow.
Begin.
What trail does he leave behind?
Zoom blue.
Yeah, I know.
The speed force is down.
Okay, yeah. He was in the series, right? The Flash series, right? That he like turned
something
into
like
somebody
that.
else. Wait, have you watched Flash?
I watched up till I think this past season. I watched up until Invasion. I stopped because it took too much just to try to keep up with everything. Like I originally started watching Arrow. I love Arrow. Arrow is probably one of the better shows that I've seen in a while. And it's even that's even gotten a little skimpy with me because like there's some things that don't make sense in this watching Flash or Supergirl now or even DC Legends.
Damn, yo, you might hate me for this, but I haven't seen not one episode of Green Arrow.
I wouldn't hate you that. Like that's your own loss. I mean, the first season's really hard to get through anyway. Like the first 10 episodes is basically backstory, and
Fear
it's a
isn't
really
in my
cool
genes.
hour, like 10 hours just to get through that. And once it starts picking up, the show's fucking it's awesome. First
Yeah,
season,
I feel like I should
Green Arrow
watch
was killing people. Green Arrow was straight up fucking killing people.
it.
And
Damn.
then by the time the second season hits, he starts to realize, wait, murder is bad.
Robin wins.
I shouldn't murder. And he tries to turn over a new leaf. And he does well. He does. I think he goes a few seasons without it. I don't think I've seen him kill somebody.
Wait,
until-
but Green Arrow doesn't have that rule that Batman has, or does he?
He eventually builds it for himself in the show. He did in the comic series as well too. Like that was the thing though, is Batman had two major equals in life that he considered equals. Green Arrow is one of them. He's basically the bow version of Batman, as you know. And then you have a character that's actually in the DC universe, and he went by the name of Hush. And him and Bruce Wayne grew up as kids. They were best friends as kids, and he moved away.
Dude,
and
you
he
know
did
so
everything
much,
from him.
dude. I fucking love this. Like, you teach me so much right now. Like, I have no, because I mean,
I don't
like,
think so.
I used to be a Marvel guy. Like, I'm gonna say used to because now I'm Team DC. I'm Team DC because the stories are more interesting. Like the
I'm a
super
Marvel
villains,
fan.
they have a sad sob story. You know what I'm saying? And even though they probably have the same in Marvel, but Marvel doesn't. They don't show off why, like, They're just like, okay, these evil characters are evil just because they want to be evil. They're not like, okay, these evil characters are evil because their parents died and they wanted, what you call it, like the way that DC does, you know what I'm saying? It almost makes you feel sympathy for the characters. Like what Gotham's doing for Penguin a little bit and his mother. Like, dude, like I was like, shit, like I was upset when his mom died. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, why would you? Oh my god! Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, kill that bitch.
Oh, no, see. Like, Gotham has to be my favorite DC show right now. Like, that's my favorite DC show. Mainly due to the fact of a lot of the shit that they do. Like, the fact that they introduced Joker really young. To the point where he dies with a smile on his face. He comes back, like a season later. And he comes back, his face has been cut off, he staples it to his face like he basically did.
But that was sick, dude. That was fucking ill.
That's from a comic series called Death of the Family. Joker cuts his face off to escape Batman, he leaves for a year. He comes back, he goes into
Look where that got
GCPD, which by far is my favorite cinematic Batman comic, is the whole fucking GCPD, the lights cut out. And all you hear is, hey Jimbo, you want to play a game? 2 officers walk into a bar. Bang, bang. 2 cops are just shown dead on the floor. He's like, fuck, Joker, stop.
He calls him the Joker in Gotham.
Yeah, he knows who it is. You can't mistake the Joker's voice.
Robin
He just
wins.
cut out
Wait,
all
but
the
do
lights.
they haven't called him the Joker yet, right? During Gotham?
No, they haven't called him the Joker yet.
He's still Jerome, right? All right. Yo, real quick. Like, share, comment, subscribe, comment. I'll read the comments. Keep on watching, and I'll keep posting. Peace.